Boy, your ass suck, boy. He ain't playing you. Sorry ass dude. Oh my God. You can't be the only people playing Madden. Yo, sorry ass. Make you quit again.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston in the Space City at NRG Stadium. Tonight we've got an AFC matchup in store.
How did you do it? I don't know.
Somebody must stand there and grab one real quick. Do you have a ringing coming in your ears? When? You get that?
Let me do this sometimes. It don't happen at the same time. It's just allergy, ear, nose, throat, like right head. Yeah, I had that right there. Attitude, stress, all of it. But I go to do this. It's allergy, like ear, nose, throat related. Because you never want that ringing in your ear. I just had that ring the other day. Today is 777. Ring we had. It's last I had. Everybody said. Sometimes if you just throw your gift cards in the trash, so it's about that time. Because I can't use them as gift cards. Them right there, they get to stinking too fast. I can just dry them a couple times, but it's time to wash them. So,
You can cut this. I don't know what happened to that. You can cut that off. Yeah, cut that off.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston in the Space City at NRG Stadium. Coming up, well, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup, as it'll be the Houston Texans and themselves. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Stroud sets up the play action. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Oh, my, you know that's one that he wanted to have back. I mean, he did everything right. Got the linebackers commit on the play action. He just flat out missed.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. And Stroud now to throw. And it's caught. Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
2nd and 10. Stroud to throw it. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play action. Here's Stroud. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. 2nd and 10. Stroud to throw yet again here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Stroud off the play fake. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Play action. Stroud now. That is caught by Dell. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston in the Space City at NRG Stadium. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Throwing now is Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 40-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Stroud. A bullet throw, but incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Fourth down, here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Singletary here running out of the gun. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Stroud. That is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. On the bootleg, Stroud. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10. At about the 32. Starting on the ground with Herbert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap, Fields. That is caught by Herbert. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quick.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Harris. And the Texans force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash.
Ready, set.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Another carry for Pierce. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Here's 2nd and 3. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Ready.
Now 2nd and 3.
Cougar 19.
A give up the middle to Singletary. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
19, Tiger, 19.
On the handoff, it's Singletary. Stopped on the play by Jaquan Brisker. They work now on 2nd and 9. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Come on.
2nd and 9. Here's Stroud. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Stroud out of the gun here. Taking a shot for Dell here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Takedown. 40 yards. And the Texans post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. But D'Amico Ryans, even with the defensive mindset, he'll elect to go for 2 here.
Cowboy 80. Go.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. Tyler Scott now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Well, you know, most quarterbacks, when you talk about their big playability, you talk about the arm, but this, an absolutely huge play with a leg.
And also with his mind, because he had to see this play develop in order to make the decision to keep it and run. And how about him looking up and seeing the seas part for him once he got past the line of scrimmage? My first thought, I think he can go all the way, and I'm trying not to take over. Your call of this play, partner.
Herbert diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Stroud now on 1st and 10. That's complete to Dell. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. Past the 60, past the 60.
Stroud looking to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old school defense right now. The new school defense.
Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, 68 yards, and the Texans have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Back to throw, Fields. He'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he will have the Bears 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. On 1st down, Fields. Pass incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Darnell Mooney, the target there. That'll bring up 2nd down. Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this 2nd half. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining 1st half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Here's Fields now on 2nd down. Throw out wide is incomplete. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football, 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple, and that's exactly why they trail.
They'll run with Herbert. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Rolling to his right. Oh, a Cardinal sin there. Thrown back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Berryman.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Alert! Alert!
On the give, this is Singletary. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Right back to Singletary on second down. Powers through it, and he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 56 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. They go right back to Singletary. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And now they're in the hurry-up. They run here with Singletary. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Devin Singletary. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Texans go up by 2 touchdowns.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On second down, a run with Herbert. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10.
All right, come on, man. Quit, boy. Getting your ass spanked, boy. Come on, man. Shit, boring.
2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them
That's
to
what you
throw
about
the
to do,
football.
boy.
Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
All right, wait, before you get on the mic, make sure you know how to play, bro.
Conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. That was Will Anderson.
Before you get on the mic, make sure you know how to throw the ball down the field.
Finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to be.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. Powerful running. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Flush to his right. And he'll take this one in for a Texan. From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead.
Desmond King on the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Stroud sets up the play action. And right off the bat, look at him lay out there and make the grab. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. Shedding the tackle. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 43-yard line.
And Stroud now to throw. Past the 20. 5. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, 43 yards. And the Texans are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
But D'Amico Ryans, even with the defensive mindset, he'll elect to go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. steps away. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
Hey, 43, 15.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down, and he'll have it by plenty as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 36. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the 1st drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another 1st there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Mahomes firing complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 18. A gain there of 21 yards. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering him. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
And he'll be out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
McKinnon will take this one in. It's a Chiefs touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter. after the touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Texans 6.
Texans football to start quarter 2 as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Stroud now. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
A 1st down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Stroud. Throw right side, taken in by Collins.
Complete to Nico Collins. A gain of 14. 1st down, Texans.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. So he stopped for no gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Now they'll go play action here with Stroud. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Houston.
Stroud off the play fake. And this one too low.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 32 on the play.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. On the bootleg, Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins with his second touchdown here in this first half.
Hey, cold blood for me, bro. Peace out.